Let me go ahead and move to the women's Royal Rumble winner.
Charlotte.
Now we predicted it was going to be Charlotte.
Yep.
Quite frankly, now this was not the women's Rumble wasn't necessarily unpredictable. But I am surprised by who didn't show up, like a Becky Lynch. But
I'm surprised too.
But Charlotte coming back, announcing that she was coming back and winning, it made sense to me, at least for the potential matchup of her against Tiffany Stratton. But going by what happened last night on Raw, I don't know. But what do you guys?
Trying to throw us for a loop, man. They trying to like
100%.
It's gonna be her and Tiffany.
That's what
I've always said it's her and Tiffany, but now I'm like, I wouldn't mind seeing the rubber match.
Yeah,
they are 1-1 at WrestleMania. You might as well. Hey, I don't see.
We done spent the last 2-3 weeks trying to figure out who Rhea would fight at WrestleMania. I don't know, but what did you think about the win overall and the match itself too?
The match. I kind of like the match for this very simple reason of like this is the first year outside of Trish Stratus. They were like, this is just like WWE roster women. Like I can't remember too many like people that are not on the roster, which is saying a lot, and it's very good. They've developed so much talent over the past couple years. Like it was impressive. Like outside, were there any other like what's the word? Legend acts that were there that you can think of outside of Trish?
Just Trish.
Would you consider Nikki?
Yeah, well, Nikki
Bella, yes.
Nikki Bella
was in it.
Yeah.
But I've heard she's actually like signed a contract to be back to like do shit. I don't know if who wants to watch her wrestling too much no more, but
what the fuck did Nikki Bella do?
I just be reading a lot of rumors. They said she re-signed.
Same here.
So
that was a deflating number 30.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
I associate Nikki Bella with like the Divas title era. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
she was the last Divas champion.
Yeah.
Well, technically, Charlotte.
Not the wrestling revolution, not the women's revolution. I don't really. She was part of it when they were beginning it, but
the early stage.
But I don't think she was instrumental in its success, especially the way it is now. Like she came back, and I'm like, okay, good to see you, but. Same thing with Alexa.
You can't hold a torch to half these young bitches.
Right.
Right. Nah, she really can't. That's why I'm interested to see what she'll bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she'll cultivate the young talent. I mean, it's fresh matchups across the board with a lot of the new talent, right? Maybe she's here to put people over, but I don't necessarily want to see her in a title mix. Unless it's IC US maybe, but
like she knows what she's doing, but like don't put her in a ring with Bianca. Bianca about to embarrass her.
Right.
Yeah.
Gonna wrestle circles around her.
You'll be a pullover coach, VS. A pullover coach.
100% pullover.
Straight up.
100%. So Charlotte's winning. We don't know who she's going to face, but she's back.
Did not like that.
You didn't like her being back?
Charlotte coming back?
No, coming back. Yes, winning. Nah.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Yeah, didn't like it.
Who was your preferred?
I'm about to say, who would you prefer?
It wouldn't even matter because this is okay. It's almost like it's a Cena type of thing.
Okay.
For Charlotte, you don't need the Rumble to get a title shot. That's my only right.
Right.
Now the statistical shit that goes with her winning, I'm all for it because Charlotte really is her. You know what I mean? She's the greatest to lace the motherfucking boots up. You know what I mean? That's just it is what it is. But also it's like, damn. I would have loved to see, somebody else get that spot. But I don't want to knock. Like I just wasn't feeling that. I think somebody else easily could have been in there to develop some new stories. Charlotte could have won an elimination chamber next month, and got her way that way. But the possibilities of what she could do, I am excited. The trilogy with her and Rhea, if they decide to go that route. Because one thing with Rhea is like every match that they've had, she's leveled up. Physically leveled up, as well as popularity. She's leveled up, and she's at her peak right now. She's on a level of where her and Charlotte are, outside of Charlotte's veteranship, popularity wise and character wise, they're on pretty much on the same damn level. So
I think she's surpassed Charlotte.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Think she
She's
surpassed.
Because Charlotte has longevity in the name, and she like you said, she is that one. But Rhea, I think it's that thing about connection. Whereas Charlotte is just like, you know how good she is, you see it, you accept it, love it. Right. Rhea's just like, hey, y'all been seeing me grind. Y'all like that I'm like weird and dark and shit, and I'm, like, y'all like that I got ass. Charlotte ain't got ass. Like, y'all, like, fuck that. Yeah, Charlotte, like, Rhea's the one. Like, I think her like, she has surpassed it. Even though I'm a Charlotte, I ain't gonna say fan. Like, respect. You know what? Yeah, it's respect, but it's almost like with Ric Flair. As a kid growing up watching Ric Flair, I was just like, I don't fuck with Ric Flair.
I didn't either, but I respected him. I'm with you.
But you respect it. Charlotte, I've never been like, oh yeah, I fuck with Charlotte. I don't really, because she acts like she's better than everybody, which she is. She's proven it. So it's just like they both have this aura of like, oh man, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
I was hoping. Well, I was cool with Charlotte winning, I guess, but I would have much preferred either Nia Jax or Bianca Belair to win. To be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
When Nia Jax was like just throwing everybody over the top, I was like, yes, this is great. Because, Nia Jax just had a great... Did I say Bianca or did I say Nia? When Nia was throwing everybody over the rope.
Both.
I said both? Goddamn.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. What you gonna do?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think you messed up. You said both as in you wanted to see one of them win.
When Nia was throwing all the women out, including, Bianca and all them in that big cluster, when she threw out that big cluster of girls out, I thought that was
ain't
dope.
like that, yo.
I thought that was
I didn't either.
When it was like 5 women like hanging on
the side of the apron.
All of them.
I love that shit.
Like that shit, bro. I ain't like it.
Didn't like it?
I would have been more impressed if they were all somehow inside the ring and she made all of them go over the top.
Clothesline them or something.
Right.
They're just hanging on. Like it's like you can tell they even got into place. It's like, come on, man, what y'all about to do? And then they did it. It's like, really?
Right.
Y'all really just gonna get rid of 6 people?
Yeah, it was very cheap.
Yeah.
It was a good way for them all to get eliminated at one time, but without looking.
I ain't gonna lie, that was in terms of the work in the Rumble and pace, that was very smart. Hey, they said
it was. Look, the timekeeper was like, "Look,
straight up, hey, let's get it going."
Because both Rumbles, because sometimes you see this a lot where it's like there's like a lot of eliminations, but both Rumbles had it to where like the rings filled up pretty good before people started getting eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
I always like to see like how many people can we get in this motherfucker before we start throwing people over. So that was cool.
Right now you're checking out the SOP.
Hip hop and wrestling.